Why hello there YouTube and welcome to a tag video. This is my top 10 comedians tag created by Jen's Reviews from the Grave, and I was tagged by Sean Patrick Erchan to do this tag, so here we go. This is all my personal opinion, so no one has to agree with that. So I'm just going to get to my top 10 comedians. I usually don't do stuff like this on this channel because it is a horror channel, but you know, comedy and horror do sometimes go hand in hand, but this is all just comedians and funny people. So yeah, here we go. Let's get on to my top 10. So coming in at number 10 it is Jo Brand. She's a British comedian, very laid back, very sarcastic, and just very funny. Sometimes she'll get her phone out and read some jokes on a text. Whether they're real or not, I don't know. Whether she just uses it as a prop for material, I don't know. But she's an alright comedian. You know, funny, laid back. Does a lot of comedy panel shows like QI and stuff. Okay, so at number 9 is Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais, of course, is a comedian. He's not just done comedy shows, but he also does stand-ups. One of my favourite stand-up shows he's done was called Science, and yeah, he's funny as himself and so especially David Brent. He's a really cringe funny character. Number 8 is Jack Whitehall. Jack Whitehall has like a posh accent and is all funny and stuff, and his stand-up show that I watched on Netflix was hilarious. And I also love the mockumentary style shows he does with his father, like Travels with My Dad. That is hilarious. Coming in at number 7 is Micky Flanagan. He's a funny comedian too that makes jokes about holidays, like when you're on holiday and you've got the shits. He's also been in like some comedy panel shows like QI, 8 out of 10 Cats. But yeah, I remember watching one of his stand-up gigs and laughing hysterically at that. Number 6 is Tommy Cooper. Now, this is an old comedian, long before my time. But I watch like reruns of his sketch shows and his stand-up shows, like on ITV3, and he's funny, you know, with the fez and the smiles. Goes, not like that, just like that, and how he does magic tricks and makes jokes at the same time. My mum, she doesn't think he's funny at all. I actually think he's funny because he does make me chuckle, you know, and his comedy and humour is like family friendly, so it's all for the family. Of course, he's also known for his notorious death when he died live on stage, which no one at the time thought was him having a heart attack. They thought it was part of his act, but no, it's very, you know, it was sad when he went, you know, heart attack. Coming in at number 5 is Roy Chubby Brown. Now, in real life, Royston Vasey is a very nice, sweet old man, but his alter ego, Chubby Brown, is the most vile, filthy comedian ever, and I just like that humour. He's just disgusting and filthy, the jokes that he comes out with, and the songs he sings too. I don't know why I think it's hilarious, I just do. I remember a lot of his jokes, and about gynecologists, multitasking, come upstairs and make love to me. I said I can't do both, and those are just some of the tame ones that I probably will be able to say on here. But it's just, you know, watch him at your own risk. You either like him or you don't. I personally think he's funny, but filthy. Number 4 is Billy Connolly. Billy Connolly started his career off as a folk singer, but look where he is now. I mean, he's been known as an actor and a comedic actor, but he has done stand-up comedy. I haven't seen him do a stand-up show for some time now. I think the last one I recall watching that was fairly new was Billy Connolly live in New York. I can't actually remember any of his jokes. I just remember him being funny and I was laughing at him. Coming in at number 3 is Al Murray, the pub landlord. Now, Al Murray is a British comedian who really loves his beer. You know, he's just, you know, he's just funny, you know. The jokes he makes are going, where are we without any rules? French. Where are we too many rules? German. Oh, and he goes, oh yeah, lovely British name, beautiful British name. He's just funny. A pub landlord, I think, is it is a persona he does, but he does it brilliantly. And some of the times I think he's pissed when he does his shows too. So at number 2 it is the wacky Lee Evans. Lee Evans is funny. I just love the stand-up shows he does. Especially, my favourite stand-up show from him is XL. It's 2005 comedy tour. I just remember more of the jokes from that, like when he makes jokes about airlines and jokes about, you know, about your insides falling out. Also, he sweats madly, really badly, through suits. He must go through a lot of suits, because he sweats a lot, but he's so energetic and so funny. He's a good actor too, but he also can pull it off with stand-up comedy and serious acting. And yeah, he's a funny actor, but he's such a funny stand-up comedian. And he hasn't done any. I don't think he's done anything for a while stand-up, but he's done a good, you know, like from 1994 to, I don't know, 2010. He's done a lot of stand-up shows. And before I get to my number 1 pick, I just want to throw in some honourable mentions to some comedians that didn't really make it in there, but they deserve a mention. And my honourable mentions go to Michael McIntyre. He's a stand-up comedian who's all funny and makes me chuckle. Then there's Jack D. He's a British comedian, laid back. See, I don't know if in America you've heard of all these comedians. You might have heard of a handful, but I'm from England, you know, and we have a lot of good stand-up comics here. I've never really looked into American stand-up comedy much. Maybe I should. Jack D, another one, Ellie Taylor, and of course the funny duo, Laurel and Hardy. Of course, we all should know who those two are, Stan and Ollie. Another comedy duo that I thought I'd put in there are Morecambe and Wise. Now, they only were big in this country, in the UK. I think they were in Australia as well, I'm not sure. But, you know, they tried to go stateside, but it didn't work out for them. America didn't get their humour, their jokes. But Britain, they've gone down in history as comedy heroes. And again, they were around long before my time. Just like Laurel and Hardy were around long before my time. I still think they're all funny. And my final honourable mention goes to Les Dawson. He too is a funny comedian. He just, you know, I like how he just stands there and makes jokes, how he does sketches and stuff. And yeah, he's just a funny man. Okay, now it's time for my number 1 pick. And coming in at number 1, it is the hilarious Peter Kay. Yes, Peter Kay. He is my idol. You know, in stand-up comedy, I idolise the man. I remember his jokes. His jokes are memorable. Half the time when he tells a joke, I've got to rewind it. I've got to rewind the joke sometimes to hear what he said, because I'm still in stitches with the last joke he told. That's how funny he is. He just makes jokes about garlic bread. You know, garlic bread? Garlic bread? Bread made of garlic. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful, that. And other jokes he makes about weddings. Jokes that are relatable and like an everyday part of life. He just can make a funny joke around it. The last stand-up show he did was the tour that didn't tour the tour, because he had such a long hiatus. He also does good in comedy acting too, like in Phoenix Nights, Max and Paddy's Road to Nowhere, Car Share. But yes, Peter Kay. And also the misheard lyrics jokes he does. You know, just a funny man, and, you know, I praise the man, you know. In fact, I don't think if it wasn't for his stand-up and humour, I don't think I'd be the humorous person I am today. So, at number 1, Peter Kay. So, this is usually the bit where I'm meant to tag people, but I don't know who's been tagged and who hasn't been tagged, so... And I can't really think of anyone to tag, so do you know what? I'm just going to tag whoever's watching this video. If you're watching this video and you want to do this tag, then you're it. Tag, you're it. If you want to do it, feel free to do so. Just be sure to mention that this was created by Jen's Reviews from the Grave. So yeah, that's it for this top 10 tag video. So yeah, what are your top 10 favourite comedians? Let me know all that down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description, so you can check all that out. So yeah, until next time, good nightmares.